All right, today we have an Ibanez EHB1005MS. So this is a headless, multi-scale bass. G-string, I believe, is 34 inches, and the B string is 36, I believe, as far as scale length. This one has been modded. It has now an EMG BQC Preamp, so it has volume, blend, stacked bass and treble, and then sweepable mids. I've also rewired it. The standard version comes with the Ibanez Mid, which is a similar preamp, but then it also has an active passive switch with a passive tone control. The treble becomes the tone control when you go into passive mode. This, however, this no longer has an active passive switch. It's always active. It runs on a 9-volt battery. This switch is now a series parallel for the pickups. The pickups are typically they're Bartolini BH2, the licensed models that Ibanez or Bartolini makes for Ibanez. I've swapped them out for Bartolini. I believe the model is P45CBC, so they're classic bass soap bar pickups. So these are just dual coil Bartolini classic bass pickups in the P4 shape, and they can do series and parallel. So this is series and down is parallel. It's currently strung up with, these are Fender 8250 or 8255s, which are, they're new old stock. They are nickel plated steel with a round core, and they're gauged. The B and E string are tapered. It's 135, 110. These are tapered at the bridge, and then 85, 65, 45. We're going to start with the EQ flat and both pickups on. We are currently running through a rig, a different rig. It's a Gens-Benz Streamliner 600, which is set to what I equate to flat. If you don't know what the Streamliner, they're a tube preamp with a Class D power amp. They can sound a bit woolly if set to just everything at noon. So I have it set to the bass at around 10 o'clock. The mids are about 1:30, 2 o'clock with the mid selector switch on the 2.5K setting, and treble is also around 2 o'clock. Gain is at 3 o'clock and volume is at noon, and then the master is just to taste as far as, you know, overall volume. So to start, both pickups on, preamp flat, just some finger style. And right now, the pickups are set to series. Some slap. And then just some pick playing. So now I'm going to switch to parallel for both pickups on. There is a slight buzz, and I believe that's only because of the load of LED lights running about above me. If you look, when I turn the bass like this, hum goes away. So, but yeah, so same thing, so finger style. Some slap. Yeah, that B string is very tight, and yeah, it just cuts really well. One thing I like to do with the parallel setting is you can kind of, get similar to the Flea Blood Sugar Sex Magic wall bass sound. I like to turn up the high mids a little bit, which you could also maybe just pan a little bit to the bridge pickup, not much. But yeah, so you pretty close to that. So going back to series, let's go neck pickup back to flat on the preamp. And then panning, actually we'll go to parallel on the neck pickup. Then we'll go to bridge pickup, back to series. Harmonics, especially on the bridge pickup, come out really well on this. Pump the bass up a little bit. It'll be very usable sound, even just the bridge pickup. Switching to parallel, going back to flat on the preamp. Coming across really well, but between the series and parallel settings, you really get a touch more high end in parallel, maybe slightly more hi-fi sound, but definitely ends a little more versatility overall to this bass. But yeah, so going back to series, let's go neck pickup back to flat on the preamp. Harmonics, especially on the bridge pickup, very usable sound, even just the bridge pickup. Yeah, so playing live, I do like to, again, just bump up the high mids, usually leaving in series on both pickups. Usually somewhere around like 30-40% past center detent on the mids, and then treble and bass to taste. But yeah. If you kind of want, I guess you could scoop out, let's do low mids, scoop out the low mids just a slight bit, boost bass and treble, leave it in parallel setting. That should get a pretty good slap tone too. So there you have it. Again, Ibanez EHB1005MS with Bartolini USA pickups, EMG Preamp. Yeah, and that should be it. The one thing I want to say about the preamp, the reason I switched it, I feel that this preamp, the EQ points on it lend itself more to this bass, and I also felt that the original preamp was just a little harsh, I guess. I think this kind of is more subtle and not mellows it out, but it just works better, especially with these pickups. So yeah, thank you for watching.